Howdy folks, and welcome back to a slightly less safe space in which to be pretty awesome, I guess. Thanks for joining me. I'm your host Keywii, and this is the Doki Literature Club. A place where, it's quickly becoming, still my favorite game of course, but still quickly becoming something that's just a touch dark. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. Right, we're reading to each other now. She then stands behind the podium. Title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem! Listen up! Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is it simply a natural? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. Recitation. Also, Natsuki just doesn't care. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Well, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Don't think I won't, alright? I may be shy and have stage fright and hate everyone, but you know what? Screw you all. I'm doing this out of spite. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yeah, it's called spite. Yuri clenches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Confident face still on her face. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly to the podium. The poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. How I hate everyone I'm looking at. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she so suddenly putting in so much effort? Is it because of me? Does she want that hot D? Not that hot. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. That, I'm not going to read it. The game says so. This is a classic example of show don't tell. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, and glances around her as if she'd bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. Because I'm so amazing in everything I do. And clearly, her being in trouble means I need to save her. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. I go from sitting and clapping to standing and clapping, and we all cheer, and someone does the two end fingers on your hand whistles, like, woo, sort of thing. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must not have forgotten. Because the poem ended halfway through a sentence. As we applaud, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat, afraid, embarrassed, and just hating us all. Yuri, that was really good. Like, damn. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Whoop, poof! Just falls flat on her face, just knocks herself out. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks up to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. It's a dark installation of depression and anxiety. A story about my life. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of the mirror or in your own head. Or don't recite at all, just fucking read it. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match to the thing she wrote. Well, fancy that! Her voice matches her writing! What a shocker! The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on a paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. I don't think other people who are strangers will actually get any of that and will just think it's boring. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone, just rip out their heart I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Yeah, it was actually very difficult. I got stage fright. Good job, Sayori. Even Keywii liked it, and he hates everything. That's not true. I hate your opinion. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. That's my word of the day. It was on my calendar. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. You hate it. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. She has a stroke and falls over. Just collapsed beside Yuri. Then next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Huh. I do not want to do this. Don't make me go before Keywii. I hate him, and if he goes before me, then I will be the closing act, and you'll all remember my work. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Keewii's lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it, because he is terrible in everything he does, and he has just no redeeming qualities. Natsuki, don't be mean to my boyfriend. It's fine. I actually get this a lot more than you'd think. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. In between the stars. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway, because in this group, it's not about getting first or last or anything, it's about participating. Participation medals all around. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else is. Don't worry about it so much. Like, god damn it, shut up about it. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Or I could just be an asshole and be constantly negative all the time. Alright then! That just leaves you, Natsuki. You ain't got no excuses now. You go up and we get to eat. Yeah, I know. You confiscate our food. Aha, I'm Monica. I confiscate food and threaten you. Alright, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? What the hell? Just turn around. I can't do this if you're looking. Because you're presenting? Huh. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. As in, do it now. It's a command. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. Disappears instantly. No, just a little. While she's still a little enthused, her own poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. Look, if everyone gets applause, it doesn't mean anything. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. It was pretty bad from my perspective. Everyone was staring at me. You'd better not make me do that again, especially at the festival, which is the point of this thing. Well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier, because they don't even know my name. They don't even know what color my hair is. It's pink, you idiots. Look at my face. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Oh yeah, that's absolutely a thing I know. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, you know. Like, your friends can judge you, because you see them every day, but strangers you'll never see again. It doesn't matter what the fuck they think. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, alright? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. Like Shakespeare. Or Three's Company. That's fine too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. I've put in very little effort. It makes me real happy that I'm gonna bend over and flute my hair. Yeah, no problem. Alright, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out real nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. I really need to do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. Let me save real quick. This seems like a moment. For the sake of the club. And I'm impressing Monica. And impressing Monica, because she is the one I care about. Not Sayori. Fuck that bitch. It's all for Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go? Ready to go, Sayori? Sorry, I imitated your voice for a second. Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's adorable. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Yeah, well, we live next door, so what? It's fucking efficient, you idiots. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. You know, having a friend. Well... how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Keywii. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Yay! I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Ooh, that ain't good. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to, you know, like that thing Monica said about saving your game. It was really weird. I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? Exclamation point! I am shocked by this accusation! What would you do? What kind of question is that? Also, why didn't I just answer immediately? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Fucking answer the question, you idiot! Stop talking about how it makes you feel and fucking answer it. Well, let's see here. If Yuri asked, hey, can we walk home together? What would I say? I mean, I don't know. I'd probably walk with her. I get the feeling, though, that Sayori is super jealous, which is part of the reason why this conversation is happening. And based on the information I got from her poem in the last episode, she suffers from probably clinical depression. So, a little white lie never hurt. So what I would say here is that I would walk home with Sayori, or I would walk home with Yuri. Sayori is in a moment of, what's the word? in a moment of weakness, in a moment of fucking vulnerability is the word I was looking for, she asked, hey, if Yuri asked you to walk home with her, would you do it? And you know what? Technically, I would do both of these things at the same time, because why wouldn't the three of us walk? But whatever, you know what? I'd walk with I would walk with Sayori. I said to Sayori. Sayori, you know, that person you are. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Yeah, but we live beside each other. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't ruin that for you. Why is this such a big deal? Like, it's literally walking. You're so silly, Keywii. Like, if it were a, hey, would you go on a date with a person, I'd probably be like, yeah, this is an actual conversation. But this is just, who would you walk home with? It's stupid. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. You can't change it, I'm a man. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? Well, that's not what I expected. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy, too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in the meantime, in that time. I should have saved, actually. Oh well. Let's see what's going on. Hey, poem time. Alright. It's time for another beautiful poem written by the fabulous Keywii, the real writer in real life. So, the name of the poem is Sensational Hat. So, one day I was walking down feeling calm. But I was going to be like, despite that, there was something lurking in the shadows. See, I had a vivid image of something just a little bouncy. And you know what? I don't know what that was. It was flying. It was flying so far in the sky. It was wearing a swimsuit, I guess. I don't know. And other than what it looked like, it was happy to see me. It was so happy that I cried. Now, it was such a good day. I remembered it was a holiday of sorts on the weekend, on the month of June. I don't know. I decided to say hi to the unstable thing flying in the sky, and because of that, it provided insight for the thing I wanted to know. So, what did I want to know? Well, I'm glad you asked. See, there were games I could play, but I was incapable of doing so. So, that hurt. And what I know is that when I hurt, I like to look at fireworks, because that's what I like to do. I also love listening to music. So, I told this thing, it, look, you can fly in my space, and you can tell me what my life's going on, but you can't disorient me. Right? And it told me, in its infinite wisdom, that sometimes you just gotta do something a little extraordinary and ignore life's pains. So, with tears filling my eye, I decided, well, it's just a good old day, pass judgment, but that isn't a good end. That's the last word. It was a good day to look at the landscape. Oh man. Well, you know what? That's the end of the episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Glad you enjoyed my third poem. You have yourself a delightful day. This episode was a little less bad than the previous one, but that's fine. I don't mind that too much. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Keywii, you've been great too. You have yourself a delightful day. And please be safe. Please be safe forever. Goodbye!